We're back at Skyview again this week for the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. Boy, last time we were here, a game against Green Canyon that went right down to the wire. The Bobcats have gotten back on the winning track after dropping that game, but tonight they got the Logan Grizzlies. It's just not easy in Region 12 for any of these teams. Logan has been up and down, but they're sitting in second place in the region, and they would like to kick Skyview out of that top spot. That's going to be hard to do. One of the top players in 4A, in fact, the top scorer in 4A, Mason Falslev, calls Skyview his home. 25 points per game. On the other side of the ball, you got Anthony McDade and Josh Jensen. McDade and Jensen both averaging nearly 14 points a game between them. McDade's only 5'9", Jensen's 6'7", and they're kind of the 1-2 punch for the Grizzlies. Anything can happen in any game here in Region 12, as we've seen. Stick around to see what happens tonight on the Game of the Week.
Today,
where's the beef?
Means something different. Some use beef frozen from far away. But Wendy's believes the juiciest hamburgers are made from fresh beef, raised
right here.
Land of the beef, home of the deliciously different Dave's Double.
Coach, every game's a rivalry game these days, but this is the oldest rivalry in the Valley, Logan and Skyview. Talk about, from the Skyview perspective, this rivalry a little bit.
Well, I mean, from back when I played here, back in the day, it was a big rival game back then. You know, we had Mount Crest, Logan, and Skyview, and now we've got some more teams in the Valley, which make every game a rival game. But the Logan-Skyview rivalry is always a fun rivalry. There's a lot of people around that talk about that, and even back in. When I was growing up, my grandfather used to talk about it, how Jay Whitman, his old coach, used to say, you got to win 2 games this year. You got to win when you play Logan at Skyview, and you got to win when you play at Logan. And so that's just a little bit about, what it means to people around here. And it's all in fun. Logan's a good team. They're playing really well since McDade comes back. He's kind of, hitting his stride a little bit. And so we're going to do some things to try and take away our strengths, and we'll see how we respond tonight.
Josh Jensen can be a load inside. He's 6'7". He's pretty good around the rim. He's a good rebounder. And what do you do to counter that guy down low?
Well, we just can't let him get to the block. He does have a nice soft touch around the basket, and so we've got to do a good job of forcing him off the block and making him work hard for the stuff that he gets down low. And if our big guys can do that tonight, then we'll limit their points in the paint for sure.
Let me ask you a question about psychology in teenagers, right? we last game we did here, it was an emotional game against Green Canyon, who's fast becoming the main rival, if they aren't already now. An emotional game is a loss. Now, you've had a game since then, you got back on the right track, but how do you get these kids, how do you keep them right in the head from game to game? Because it's just so up and down.
It is, and these kids, it's funny nowadays. They're all friends. They're all really good friends just amongst the schools and stuff like that. So just talk to them about not getting too high in the wins and too low in the losses, and you they just got to hear that a lot and talk to them about just forgetting about it and bouncing back and being ready to go, because they're ready for you, and no one's going to take a night off. And so that's the key for coaches, try and get kids to realize that nobody can take a night off, and you got to bring it every night. And when the team that's more consistent at that's going to probably be the team that's a region champs. So hopefully that's us tonight. We bounce back strong and get back to our winning ways on our home court.
All right, home court, it's a big advantage here for the Bobcats. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Say the word base. Say the word mess.
They would tell me something and I'd say, huh?
And then they tell me again, and I'd say, and they'd say, never mind. And so I called and made an appointment.
Say the word pass.
He's a PhD, and I know what it takes to get a PhD.
Say the word red.
It was like night and day. And then the hearing test was the thing that I thought, wow, he really knows what he's doing. I would recommend Dr. Danes to anybody, everybody.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Mountain Star Cache Valley Hospital. Together, we're greater. Cache Valley Electric, a tradition of excellence since 1915. New Smile Dental, experience dental care. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Lynn's Audio and Video, Cache Valley's specialists. Mountain Valley Heating and Air Conditioning. Give us a call. You'll be glad you did. Herm's Inn, last chance for great food. Discount Tire and Automotive, so much more than a tire store. Four Seasons Apartments and Townhomes is your home. Planet Fitness of Logan, no intimidation and only $10 a month. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 25 years.
Hello everyone and welcome to Skyview High School in Smithfield, where tonight on the Game of the Week, Logan visits Skyview in a Cross Valley matchup. I'm Eric Olson and be with you here tonight as I am every Friday night. Thanks for joining me for the Game of the Week. Well, the Skyview Bobcats are sitting on top of Region 12. Green Canyon is sitting up there with them, and technically, it'd be a coin flip if it were to end tomorrow, because Green Canyon owns the head-to-head, but then Skyview has beaten Bear River, and Green Canyon lost to Bear River. So luckily these teams all have to play each other again. This is the final time these teams that on the first go-round through region, the final stop is Logan and Skyview, the oldest rivalry here in the Valley. The Bobcats 3-1 in region, 9-6 overall. They've won 4 out of their last 5 out of their last 7, and again the last loss they had was against Green Canyon last Friday in a whale of a game that we had for you right here, 72-70. The Grizzlies come in 2-2 in second place in the region, 6-10 overall. In their last 7 games, they're 4-3. They lost Wednesday to Bear River at Bear River by 8 points. It's hard to play in Garland, and Bear River's got a good team this year, and before this is all said and done, I think they're going to have something to say about who might be the region champ. Again, after tonight, everybody will have played everybody in region, then we start all over again next week. The Bobcats scoring 68, almost 68.5 points per game on the season, and giving up 64, so not a big margin there. But when you get into region play, it tells a little bit of a different story. In region, they score nearly 72 points per game to the Bobcats, and they only give up 63.5. So they're winning when in their region games. They're losing. They've lost that one game by 2. Everything else, they're winning by a pretty good margin. The Grizzlies, on the other hand, they're on the wrong side of that margin overall. 57 points per game scoring, but giving up 59. And you get into region, and they look a little bit better. They're scoring nearly 62 a game and giving up just about 57 points a game. The Grizzlies led by Josh Jensen at 6'7", 13.5 points, 6 boards, good for 8th in 4A in rebounding, and Anthony McDade, 13.5 points. And he's 7th in 4A in assists as he hands out 4 dimes per ball game. The Bobcats, of course, led by Mason Falsev, just over 25 points per game. He's number 2 in 4A in assists, number 1 in scoring, and tied with teammate Sam Phipps for 10th in rebounding. Here's the starting lineup for Logan. They're going to start Isaac Larson, number 5, along with Anthony McDade at number 1. Number 2 is Kevin Nye. Number 21 is Johnny Parkinson. And there's Josh Jensen. And turn out the lights for the intros of the Bobcats. Cole Smith, number 5, the senior at 6'1", to get the start along the guard line. Mason Falsov at 6'4", number 12. He's just a junior. We'll run with him. Malik Horman is 6 feet tall. He averages 7 points per game. He's a senior. They're going to go big tonight with Schumann getting the start. Jackson Schumann, just a sophomore. He's 6'9". And Coach Hilliard will tailor his starting lineups depending on the situation. So Isaac Larson's not getting the start for Logan. He was at the end of their little line there, looking like he was the first one that got introduced. It's actually Truex that's getting the start for the Grizzlies, and Sam Phipps is your 5th starter for the Bobcats. So we'll see how the sophomore Jackson Schumann does against senior Josh Jensen. Phipps is actually going to jump against Jensen. Phipps has got what them kids call hops. Foreman to Smith, and we're underway as Schumann looks low, distributes out to Smith, who gives it up to Falsely. Fake the 3, pull up from the free throw line and leave it short. Gets his own board, down he goes for 2, and he's going to the line. Jensen with the first foul of the night. Falsov with a chance to open the scoring with a 3-point play. Leaves it short, Truex cleans up. McDade is a guy that can score in bunches. But down low is Jensen with the hammer. They left him free on the left base, and he rumbled in for the dunk. Logan in the zone. Horman in low to Phipps. Phipps high off the glass and in. McDade across the timeline. Now 9. Skyview sitting in a 2-3 zone. We saw McDade a couple of weeks ago Didn't score in the first half and ends the game with 18 points. Nye with the 3. 5-4 Logan in the early going here at Skyview. Smith in the corner, dribbles out of trouble and hands it back to Falsley. Smith. Defense flies by. He lets it fly himself. And McDade with the rebound. He's got Jensen up ahead. He didn't see him. Truex down the middle, leaves it off for Jensen. It's knocked out of bounds and went off for Truex. I don't know if it got knocked away so much as he lost it. First turnover of the ball game. Logan applies some pressure. Phipps with a wraparound, but he walked first. So the teams trade turnovers, and we played 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Logan leading 5-4 at Skyview. Skyview tied with Green Canyon. The region lead. Here's a turnover by the Grizzlies. Phipps with the Euro step and one. They're going to count the bucket. They are going to count the bucket.
Scores 2, the basket's good. Foul is on number 1. McDade is first.
McDade picks up his first foul, second team foul.
Phipps at the line shooting 1.
Phipps averaging 14 a game and 6 rebounds. Had a nice season as a junior after transferring over from Mountain Crest. Skyview now with pressure, and Nye comes across the timeline. Nye again. Now they reverse it. McDade. Long 3 on the way. Got it. You don't want to get him started. He averages just over 13, about 13 and a half a game. That's a good sign for Logan. Anthony McDade hits his first shot. 8-7. Grizzlies. McDade knocks it away. Truex fights for it, and he's got it.
Truex steals the ball.
2 turnovers for the Bobcats as Jensen cross court to McDade. Halstead checks him. Truex underneath. Parkinson, athletic move to come get it and then put it up and in. 3-point lead for the Grizzlies as we hit the 5-minute mark of the first period. 10-7. Phipps, free throw line jumper. Off the heel and rebounded by Nye. Parkinson back to Nye. Here's McDade. McDade into the paint. No looker, and it ends up back with Nye. 3. Got it. 3 3-pointers for the Grizzlies here in the early going. It's 13-7 Logan. 4:20 to play in the first period. Falsley gets into the defense. Lay it up short. Rebounded by Jensen. Here come the Grizzlies. McDade all the way to the rim as he attacks Schumann, and Schumann says no. Off of Horman, out of bounds. As Smith tossed it to Horman, he wasn't really looking for it. Charlie Jensen in for Logan. Paniger comes in for him as well. Truex and Parkinson sit. Bergeson in for Logan. And Smith takes a seat. Still at 2-3 zone even after 3 3-pointers. Jensen down low. Nice entry pass. He just turns and lays it in. Jensen has 4. Kevin Nye has 6. And the Grizzlies have a 15-7 lead with 3:46 to play in the first period here at Skyview. Timeout Bobcats.
Remember, Skyview students, you can go out in the hall and get
McDade with a 3, Nye with 2 threes. We talked about McDade and his scoring average and his assists. Kevin Nye averaging 10 a game. Parkinson only averages 3 points a game. Jensen averaging just shy of 14 points a game and 6 rebounds. Truex, 6 points per game. Larson usually comes off the bench for the Grizzlies with 3 points per game, and Jensen and Penninger just came in there. Between the two of them, they average 11 points a game combined. Bergeson, all of 5-7 for the Bobcats on the floor now. Brings 4 points per game with him. Phipps has 5 to lead the Bobcats, 5 of their 7 points. Alslim's got the other 2. Orman into Phipps. It's inside and he'll go to the line. Jensen just may have picked up number 2. Let's see. That's big if he did. They call it on Nye. It's his first. McDade with a foul, Nye with a foul, Jensen with a foul. Skyview yet to commit an infraction. 3:28 to play in the quarter. And Phipps looking to cut into that lead as he hits the first.
Checking in for the Bobcats, Cole DeBoard and Spencer Schumann.
Phipps hits both as Cole DeBoard is checked in for Skyview. Phipps 3 for 3 from the line. He's got 7 points. 7 of the Bobcats' 9 points. 3 3-pointers in the early going for Logan against a zone defense, and now they're staying in a zone, but they're doing a 1-2-2 look and extending it out, trying to run Logan off the 3-point line. There's another foul on Logan. That's Nye, his second on the offensive foul. That's the turnover as well, so 3 turnovers and another whistle as a ball is on the court at midcourt. Somebody lost one out of the crowd. 6-point Logan lead with 3 minutes to play in the first period. Logan with 4 team fouls. None yet on Skyview, 2 on Kevin Nye. Down low, a double team comes for Falsov. He dribbles out and lays it in. If you're Coach Logan Brown, you're saying, wait, we want you to double him, but better than that. Isaac Larson with the ball, passes off to McDade. Back to Larson. He's one of the leading thieves in 4A, one of the steals leaders. McDade in the corner to Parkinson. 3 won't fall. Rebounded by Phipps. And a chance for Skyview to cut into the lead. Miss. Or are they going to call a goaltend?
Spencer Sorensen scores 2.
It's Spencer Sorensen. They're going to say somebody got their hand in the net or something for Logan. So that's a goaltend. Nobody got up high enough to hit it. Even when it went off the glass, somebody must have got their hand in the net or bumped the rim. The official was quite confident in his call, and Skyview is back to within 2. Approaching the 2-minute mark of the first period. 15-13 Logan. They've switched out of that 2-3. It's caused some problems for the Grizzlies offensively. And here's the first foul of the game on Skyview, and it's going to go against Phipps. Jensen, shoot 2.
Jensen connects on his first free throw.
Jensen makes the lead 4, now 5, and he has 6 points for the Grizzlies. Here's a steal. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Charlie Jensen. He went to steal it away from DeBoard. As he knocked it away, he ran into DeBoard. It's the right call. And that's 5 fouls in this first period for Logan. There may be a lot of free throws in the second quarter. Falsliff. Roholt. Hands off to DeBoard. In the middle to Falsliff, and reaching in is Larson. They are calling it tight here in Smithfield.
Fouls on Logan's number 5, Isaac Larson.
And that's the 16 foul. Free throws the rest of the half for Skyview.
16 foul.
DeBoard, corner three. Cole DeBoard, the junior, brings Skyview to within one at 17-16. 1:20 to play in the quarter. Henniger looks into Jensen, turns in from the left side. He'll go to the line.
Jensen coming in for 2. Assist Henniger.
Jensen with 8. Looking for 9. Roholt picks up the foul. Second team foul for Skyview. Parkinson gives McDade a rest. And Jensen hits the free throw. He's 3 for 3 from the line here in this first quarter. He's got 9 of the Grizzlies' 20 points. He's off to a good start. Jensen will sit down. Truex will come in. So for the last 1:14, they're going to rest McDade and Jensen. We're in the first quarter. It's a 4-point Logan lead. Phipps works against Larson. Faces him up, goes to the right hand. Knocked away by Henniger. And out of bounds off of 33. Falsliff under his own basket. Way out front to DeBoard. Falsliff in the corner. Nice play off the inbounds. Falsliff with 3. Falsliff with 7. 20-19. Logan still leading. 40 seconds to play in the quarter. Here's a turnover as Ferguson digs it out. And Skyview will have a chance at the last shot if they want it. We'll see if they hold it or take the first available. Phipps says, here, I'll get that. Misses. Rebound tipped out by Roholt, but Parkinson has it. 20 seconds to play in the quarter. And the Grizzlies with the ball and a 1-point lead. And the Grizzlies will hold for the final shot. Parkinson up to set the pick. Jensen looks to Truex. He's got his man sealed. Left hand, little hook. Truex gets on the board. 22-19 as the buzzer beater falls shy. Logan leading Skyview after 1.
Text ER to 23,000 for current wait times.
Do you need some help crossing the street?
The world judges. We don't. Planet Fitness. Be free.
Back at Skyview High School where the Bobcats trail Logan 22-19 after 1. Eric Olson along with you here on the Game of the Week. Entertaining first quarter. Kevin Nye with a couple of 3-pointers. McDade with one of his own. Those are the 3 triples hit by Logan there in that first quarter. Josh Jensen, though, doing the damage. He's got 9 points to lead all scorers. Sam Phipps has 7, and Falslove has 7. Between the two of them, they have 14 of the 19 points for the Bobcats. Start the second quarter. Jensen's back in. He's got the ball, lays it in. It's going to be a long night for the Bobcats if they can't keep him away from the rim. We heard Coach before the game talking about how they needed to keep the ball out of his hands. When a couple of players got tangled up and they called Parkinson for the foul, and that's a 17th foul. Parkinson didn't like it at all. I don't think Logan Brown did either. They got their feet tangled up, and Folsom will go to the line. Folsom hits the first. Folsom hits both. He's got 9. It's a 3-point lead for the Grizzlies. McDade back in as well. Parkinson and McDade play cross-court catch with it out front. Truex, 3 in the corner. Up, around, no good. Rebound, fought for Jensen. Can't come up with it. Here's Phipps. Falslip. DeBoard. 3! DeBoard off the bench with 6. Both of them, all of them coming on 3-pointers. And we're tied at 24. 7 minutes to play in the half. And the Bobcats have caught the Grizzlies. Short corner jumper by Jensen is short. He runs into Falslip, no call. We head the other way. DeBoard wide open. Here we go. He's a sniper. He snipes. 9 points for DeBoard off the bench. 3 3-pointers. And he gives the Bobcats their first lead since early in the first quarter. 6:43 to play in the first half. 27-24, Skyview. Logan, they've had 5 players that have scored. Skyview's doing it with 3. Well, Spencer Sorensen got that goaltend bucket, but Falslip and Phipps and DeBoard doing it for the Bobcats. Josh Jensen, been a handful for Skyview. He's got 11. He leads all scores. 9 for Falslip, 9 for DeBoard.
Logan basketball.
Luke Facer, number 4, into the ball game now for Logan for the first time. McDade, I don't think he's taken a shot since he hit that 3 early. Truex gives it off to Jensen, lay it in. Coming in from the right side. Jensen with 13. 27-26 Skyview. Ferguson plays catch with Falslip. Falslip uses the roll hold screen. Here's DeBoard. Oh, he checked and he's cooling off. Ferguson with the foul on the rebound.
Foul is called on Jonathan Ferguson, his first. 13 foul.
If he would have hit that, they may have had to get the smelling salts out, because he definitely would have been unconscious. 6 minutes to play in the half. Logan with a chance to take the lead back. Truex throws it away. Falslip with the steal. All the way in. Truex fouls him. Falslip will get 2 more. 8 free throws so far in the half for Logan. That includes the 2 that are coming up. For Logan, I meant for Skyview. That's number 7 and number 8 coming up. 3 for the Grizzlies. And Falsliff is 3 out of 4 with 1 more on the way. Falsliff missed his first free throw of the night. He's hit 4 in a row since. And now he's in double figures. He's got 11. Skyview ups their lead to 3. McDade, 3 on the way, too hard. Jensen blocked out by Phipps. Bergeson, got it! John Bergeson didn't score in the first quarter. He throws the 3 in the bucket and gives his team a 6-point lead. McDade into the paint. Up and under move, won't go. Rebounded by Falsliff. McDade tries to pluck it away from him, but Falsliff keeps it away. Phipps loses it, gets it back. Bergeson. Phipps on the move. Tied up by Nye. That's going to be Nye's 3rd. Oh, they're not going to call it on Nye. They're going to call it on Facer. So Nye got away with it. Or breathes a sigh of relief. Truex will sit, and Penninger comes in for him. Penninger, the sophomore. 6'3", averaging 6 points off the bench. Phipps hits. Phipps is 4 for 4 from the line. This will be the 10th free throw of the half for Skyview. Right now they're 8 out of 9 from the free throw line. Now they're 8 out of 10. That's a 7-point Bobcat lead, their largest of the game. Five turnovers for the Grizzlies here in this first half. The Bobcats have only given it away twice. Jensen working against DeBoer down low to try to get some position. They can't get him the ball, and now here's the whistle and the foul. DeBoer picks up the foul. It's only the 4th team foul on the Bobcats. McDade into Penninger. Now to Jensen, down low, hits again. 15 for Josh Jensen. All of them within about a foot of the hoop. Midway through the first half, Logan trails by 5. DeBoer's got 3 3-pointers. Now he tries it from close in. Misses, rebound put back by Wright. Jace Wright in the ball game. And he pushes it back out to a 7-point advantage for the Bobcats. Ever since they moved out of that 2-3 zone and moved into this 1-2-2 look with Falsliff out at the point, it's really given Logan some issues. Here's the block and the takeaway. Falsliff stripped. Jensen's got it. 3rd turnover for the Bobcats. Schumann getting set to check in for the Bobcats, all 6'9" of it. Nye pulls up calmly, sinks the bucket. He's got 8. 35-30. 3 minutes to play in the half. Skyview out front. Phipps gets in the middle of that zone, turns and hits from the elbow. $10 for Phipps. McDade gives it up. He was looking for a foul. He's not going to get it. Bergeson all the way in. Jensen tries to block it. Bergeson puts it way up on the glass, and it's good. And Coach Logan Brown comes off the bench like he was shot out of his chair. And he is giving it to his players. 39-30, Skyview with 2:37 to play in this first half. The Grizzlies led 22-19 at the quarter, then hit the first shot of this second period. They led 24-19. And since then, they've been outscored 20-6. And they've been outscored 20-8 in the quarter overall. Like I said, Skyview started out with kind of a 2-3 zone look. The Grizzlies hit 3 3-pointers in that first quarter. Coach Hilliard pulled them out of that. He still got them in a zone, but it's more kind of a 1-2-2 type of a look with Falslev up top. You'll be able to see the setup as they bring the ball across. There you go, Falslev, 2 up and 2 down. Henniger in the corner, open look for McDade. Rims out. Jace Wright with the board. Falslev looking to drive baseline, dribbles off his foot and out of bounds. 4th turnover for the Bobcats. That's back-to-back turnovers for Falslev. Charlie Jensen will replace Kevin Nye. Nye will sit with 2 fouls. Don't want him to pick up that third with 2 minutes to play. 2:10 to play in the first half. 39-30 Skyview. They were hitting their 3-pointers in the first quarter, not here in the second. Henniger misses, gets his own board, and loses it out of bounds. Bobcats still with only 8 points in the period. Larson, Jensen, McDade, Josh Jensen, and Henniger in there. Smith, Horman, Wright, Schumann, and Falslev for the Bobcats as Horman with the baseline push shot. Malik Horman with his first points of the game. It's an 11-point lead for Skyview. Jensen, 3. Too hard, rebounded by Falslev. Coming up on a minute to play here in this first half. Skyview by 11. Wright gives it up inside. Falslev takes a step back and then pushes it up and in. 13 for Falslev, and that's the lead, 13, 43-30, under a minute. Henniger. Logan trying to get some points, and Jaden Henniger hits the triple. Makes it a 10-point ball game. Smith gives it off to Wright. He's met at the rim, and a foul.
Goes to the line shooting 2.
See who the foul.
Foul's called on Henniger, his first.
Henniger picks up his first. That's the 10th team foul on the Grizzlies. Right to the line. Misses. Right with 2 points. Hits the second, right with 3. Caden Penrose, the sophomore, into the ball game. And Jace Wright takes a seat. 37 seconds to play in the first half. 44-33. An 11-point Bobcat lead. Logan looking like he'll take this right down for the final shot. 20 seconds. 4-3 zone for the Bobcats. Balsa drops down to a forward spot. Henniger eschews the corner three, steps in for a two. He hits it, and that's the end of the first half. 44-35. Skyview with a big second quarter to take the lead into the half. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
Why are we starting to lose our hearing? Is it genetic? Is it environmental? What's happening to us?
There's many things. Genetics can take a part of it. Certain medications, ototoxic drugs, but most of it's just life, living in general. We go to a concert here, we go to a motorcycle rally, we ride a motorcycle, we're exposed to all these loud sounds, loud music, but it all takes a little bit of hearing. A little bit here, a little bit there. We don't notice it. It's so slowly happening and it's painless, and over time, just that little bit compounds, and pretty soon we have a significant hearing loss that's affecting our ability to communicate with our loved ones.
If you are experiencing any kind of problem, be you my age or be you younger, why don't you give Dr. Daines a call here at Cache Valley Hearing? Tell us where we are, Dr. Daines, and how they can get hold of you.
We're at 485 North Main Street in Logan, and you can just give us a call at 435-753-4327. We're at 753-HEAR here.
Okay, well that's a good, that's very apt. Yeah, I should say so. Any kind of hearing loss, and literally, please don't let this feeling of embarrassment or it not being manly or cool, that's a bit dim. You shouldn't be embarrassed about something that is a natural aging process.
It's actually more noticeable when you don't hear and have to have people repeat themselves.
That's true. And extremely irritating for those around you that are having to repeat it time and time again. Thanks so much, Dr. Daines. And seriously, guys, give Dr. Daines a call. Your hearing problems will be solved. Thanks, Dr. Daines.
So I've always loved sports, and I've always participated in sports, and I've always played, and I think the best part about this job is being able to watch these athletes play, and it's part of my job just to sit there and watch these athletes succeed and play these wonderful sports. I always knew I wanted to work in medicine, and after playing many sports in high school and getting many injuries and having to come back from those injuries, I knew that I wanted to provide that same coverage and provide that same care to other student athletes, because sports is a key part of growing up. So I teach one class, and it's my exercise science sports medicine class, and it also gives the students some college credit, but mostly it gives me another setting to be with my athletes, and I can really get to know them off the field, and I can get to know their personalities. That way when an injury does happen on the field, that I can better take care of them because they know me and they recognize me. You keep people on the court and you keep them on the field, and they're always playing, and I always wanted to be a part of that. I always wanted to be part of the team, and I always wanted to just participate and make sure that everybody who is healthy can stay out there playing a lot longer. So you never want to see anybody actually get hurt, but when it does happen, it's always good to be there, because then we can evaluate to see if it's actually going to be a game changer for them. And most of the time it's not. Most of the time it's just an injury, and then we can actually get them back into play a lot quicker had they just gotten hurt and sat out. And that's what's most important about having us athletic trainers there, is that we can really work on these injuries and get them out a lot faster had they just sat out. Cache Valley Hospital is a great company to work for. They provide so much support for their athletic trainers that it just makes working with these athletes such a breeze. If we ever have any questions, concerns about a certain athlete, we can just call on our support, and the hospital is very very generous to us here at the school, and it's just a great company, and they help the community, and they care about these athletes as much as we do, and they don't see them every day, but they still care about them, and that makes it such a different dynamic to work with. My job is to prevent injuries from happening, but to also get the athletes back out on the field as quickly as possible after one happens, and that's what Cache Valley Hospital is all about.
I want to succeed in athletics, but I also want to succeed in school, and I also want to help my family and my community. And so I think through being balanced and juggling all these things, it leads me to fulfill those wants and then be happier because of it.
You're trying to get the in order to have a fulfilling and well-rounded life, you have to do a lot of different things.
She goes to her classes and she does her sports.
I don't really know how she does it. I mean, she goes there every day, which is like a smile on her face.
I think everyone can have a drive, but it's the people that actually choose to feed this hunger are the people that stand out.
Your hunger to win has to be bigger than anybody else's.
If she sets her mind to it, she's going to accomplish it, and I have no doubt about that. Whether it's she needs to drop 3 seconds on her time, she needs to get a better grade on her math test.
Bill is just one of those people who, whenever I say you do anything, you always have this drive.
There's a drive there that comes from wanting to be everything that her mom set in motion in the first 13 years of her life.
My mom was one of my closest friends, so she had such an immense impact and influence on my life that when she died, my whole world was kind of turned around.
She was heartbroken, as you would imagine. She knew she had all these little ones looking to her. She was only 12 years old, but she became the person who was handling it.
I'm trying my best, I guess. It's been hard. She was such a big part of my life, but I'm doing the best I can.
She's a beautiful runner. I mean, just amazing to watch her run.
She's a tremendous sister, tremendous daughter, caring soul, remarkably proud of Jillian.
She has so much responsibility in her life. It's also amazing that she does it with such humility and grace.
When you lose your mom and your sister, you realize how precious every day is, and you want to make the most of every day. You sort of set high goals for yourself, and you sort of work to achieve them.
Sheer will and, passion and, but to get themselves there quicker than anybody else, to reach down deep, push through that pain, that both mental pain where you just want to stop, you want to give up, and that physical pain where your legs and your muscles are screaming, and just get yourself there.
You're so adorable. I'm taking you home.
The world judges. We don't. Planet Fitness. Be free.
Day 568 of our journey into America's freezers. We've found ourselves at a location which we're told has frozen beef, but we need to dig deeper. Is the beef currently frozen?
Yeah, it's frozen.
Would it be possible to actually go in the freezer and get those frozen discs right out of the ice?
Oh, we already did that all this morning.
Might it be possible to have it on a stick, like a popsicle? No? All right, fair enough. With every restaurant, I feel we grow a little bit closer to actually getting in the freezer.
Don't settle for frozen. Swing by Wendy's and try a Dave's Double to see how fresh beef tastes. And now, great offers are available in the Wendy's mobile app. Download, sign up, and check your account to start redeeming today.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Mountain Star Cache Valley Hospital. Together, we're greater. Cache Valley Electric, a tradition of excellence since 1915. New Smile Dental, experience dental care. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Lynn's Audio and Video, Cache Valley's specialists. Mountain Valley Heating and Air Conditioning. Give us a call. You'll be glad you did. Herm's Inn, last chance for great food. Discount Tire and Automotive, so much more than a tire store. Four Seasons Apartments and Townhomes is your home. Planet Fitness of Logan, no intimidation and only $10 a month. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 25 years.
Welcome back to Skyview High School. Eric Olson along with you as the Bobcats opened up a 44-35 lead that they took into the half. They're coming back out and warming up right now. It's about 3 minutes left before we tip off the second half. Gives us a little bit of time to run down that first half and give you a couple other scores. Bear River's leading Ridgeline at the half, 30-21, while Green Canyon is leading Mountain Crest, 40-22. Bear River jumped out on Ridgeline, 21-4 in that game. So Ridgeline fought back, make it a game that's within reach. In this first half here in this ball game, the visiting Logan Grizzlies, well, they're sporting the leading scorer, 15 points by Josh Jensen, but they find themselves on the short side of a 9-point ball game. Right now it's Jensen with 15, 8 for Nye, 5 for Penniger off the bench, McDade with 3, 2 for Parkinson, 2 for Truex. Skyview led by Mason Falls with 13, 10 for Phipps, 5 for Bergeson, 9 for DeBoard, 3 for Wright, 2 for Sorensen and Horman. Skyview's bench outscores Logan's bench 16-5, and that's something to keep an eye on as we get into the second half. 9-point lead for Skyview. As we get ready for the second half, we're going to take a break and be back with more. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
So, you bought your computer from one of those big box stores, or online, and now it's really slow, or just not working right.
Targets acquired.
PCs Unlimited can fix it. Fixing computers is what we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. Service, repair, diagnostics, networking, upgrades, system and data recovery, all your computer needs. Our prices are low, and our customer service is the best. You won't get help from the big box or online. Come see the professionals at PCs Unlimited.
Hi Cache Valley, this is Fernando over the Factory Pizzeria. We're running a special right now. We're giving out free nachos when you buy a large pizza with 3 toppings. Just mention this and you're gonna get a free nachos every time you come. The factory pizzeria is located in 119 South Main, below the Gia's in the basement. Come see as soon as you can. Thank you.
Back at Skyview High School as we get ready to go to the second half. Skyview leading Logan 44-35, a big second period for the Bobcats. It was 22-19 Logan at the end of one. But in that second quarter, Skyview outscored Logan 25-13. In fact, Jaden Pinniger scored the final 5 points for Logan in the last about minute and a half. Up to that point, they'd only scored 8 points. They scored the first 2 points of this quarter. They'd only scored 6 points in the ensuing just about 6.5 minutes. Skyview takes on Ridgeline next Friday. We'll have that game for you right here on the Valley Channel, while the Grizzlies are at Mountain Crest next Friday. Mountain Crest looking to see if they can get a little bit of revenge. The Grizzlies whooped up on them just a couple of weeks ago. Mountain Crest having a little rough season, a transition season, a new coach. Just kind of one of those seasons that teams will have. Ridgeline's been a little bit up and down. Bear River's been solid, as has Green Canyon all season long. And Skyview, they've got a 9-6 overall record. But a solid team for the Bobcats. This is our third chance seeing them. The two of those 6 losses they've had have been heartbreakers for the Bobcats. Falsliv's shot won't go, and the rebound tapped around, and finally Jensen comes up with it for the Grizzlies. Now they're in a 3-2 look for the Bobcats. McDade hits. His first bucket since the first quarter. He's got 6 points. And it cuts the Skyview lead to 6. Foreman to Smith, who hasn't scored in this game. Parkinson right in Falslick's pocket. Corner 3 won't go. DeBoard taps the rebound out, but Smith gets it and scores.
Scores 2, assist Sherman.
Oh, Truex thought that pass was for somebody else. It goes right past him. 8th turnover for the Grizz. Here comes Phipps. Pull up, leave it short. Schumann tries to knock it away from Truex, but Truex controls. Kevin Nye's got 2 threes. He doesn't add a third to it. Ball's loose, Falslick with it. Falslick changes direction, lays it up and in. Falslick with 15. 48-38 Logan. Excuse me, Skyview. Logan with the ball, looking to stay within shouting distance. Nye, who just missed a moment ago, backs it out, looks for McDade. Now Skyview back to that 1-2-2 look. Truex in the corner, missed. Schumann hits the deck, ball out of bounds, off of Logan. One of the Grizzlies just took Schumann and threw him right down.
Replaces Smith.
Ferguson comes in and Smith will sit. We played just over a minute here of this second half. Skyview by 10. Falslick on the cut, and it's intercepted out front to Jensen, and he throws it down. He's got 17. He threw it over the rim. Didn't get to hang as he was flying out of bounds. That's the second dunk of the night, though, for Jensen. Schumann. Foreman looking inside. Jensen takes it away. Skyview's 6th turnover. 48-40. McDade to the rim. all sorts of contact on the foul on Skyview. Ferguson picks up his second. The action fast and furious here in the third period. Jensen will get set to check in. Charlie Jensen for the Grizzlies. Looks like Jace Wright will come in for the Bobcats after this free throw. McDade, 2 free throws. 3 free throws in the first half for Logan. Jensen took them all. McDade hits.
Checking in for the Grizzlies, Charles Jensen. In for the Bobcats, Jason Wright.
Truex replaced by Jensen. McDade hits both. It's back down to a 6-point Skyview lead with 5 minutes to play in the third. Logan in a 2-1-2 look. Falstaff loses it. Players on the floor. And a foul called. Parkinson's going to pick up his second. Parkinson has drawn the assignment of finding a pocket in Falstaff's shorts and climbing into it. He's just facing Falstaff. He's not even looking at the ball. Parkinson. Right, up and under move, won't go. Phipps tries for the board, but Jensen takes it away from him. Grizzlies with a chance to cut into the lead. McDade backs it out, Falstaff out front. There's that same look defensively that gave Logan so much trouble in that first half. And a foul out front as Ferguson reached in. Ferguson with his third.
Ferguson, his third. Checking in, number 33, Penniger. Checking in for the Bobcats, 33, DeBoard.
Cole DeBoard and Penniger coming to the ball game, respectively, for Skyview and Logan. Charlie Jensen to the rack. A lot of contact, no whistle, and we're going the other way. 4 minutes to play in the third. Pull up three. Falstaff. He's got 5 here in the third, 18 on the game. 51-42. Skyview out front. McDade tries to get it high post to Falstaff. Nothing doing. And then McDade takes it away at the other end. And a whistle as Falstaff takes it back. Falstaff picks up his first foul with 3:36 to play in the third quarter. This is where we started this half, a 9-point lead for Skyview. Logan's cut it down to 6 twice. Skyview's always pushed it right back out to 9, or 10 a little bit earlier. In they go to Jensen. They bring a double, triple team over to him. He gets his own rebound, misses. He couldn't miss in the first half, and there he misses 2 in a row. Orman from the left side, swoop it in. Orman with 4. 11-point Bobcat lead. 3 minutes to play in the third. Nye, 3, yes. Kevin Nye has 11. It's back to a single-digit advantage for the Bobcats. Orman from the left side, it's blocked by Jensen. Then he comes back and takes it away. McDade working on Horman, loses it off his foot. Falstaff out front. Falstaff has it knocked away by McDade. McDade was not going to let Falstaff get out front and throw that down. McDade's second. 11 turnovers for Logan. 4 of them here in this third quarter. 2:25 to play in the third. Falsliv goes to the line. He's got 5 points in the quarter, 18 for the game. And misses this one short. He missed his first one in the first quarter and then hit 4 in a row. Parkinson back into the ball game. Charlie Jensen will sit. Falsliv 1 out of 2. 19 for Falsliv. Averages 25 and change per game. 6th leading scorer in the state, number 1 in 4A. Nye lets everybody run past him and puts it up and in. 13 for Kevin Nye. 54-47, Skyview. Phipps against Jensen, too hard, rebounded by Penninger. Oh, here we go. Lazy pass by Penninger, and Falsliv makes him pay. 56-47. Skyview, Penninger blocked by Horman and a foul. 1:31 to play in the third. Horman picks up his first.
Penninger the line shooting 2.
Penninger goes to the line. Jaden Penninger came into the ball game for the Grizzlies in that first half, scored their only bench points. He had 5 points off the bench. Now he's got 6. Make that 7. Falsliv's going to take a rest. Caden Penrose on for him. Full court pressure by the Grizzlies. DeBoer attacks, gives it off to, who is that, Sorensen. And Jensen fouls it. Jensen with 2, Nye with 2, Parkinson with 2, McDade with 2. Ferguson's got 3 for Skyview. Sorensen misses the first free throw. Josh Jensen will take a rest as Kevin Nye checks in for him. McDade's on the floor as well. They're going to leave McDade out there. Rebound by Chase Wright off the 2 misses. Penrose 3, short. Rebound by Wright. (58-49). 1:15 to play in the third. Penninger goes into the zone, puts it up, misses, offensive foul. Penninger with his second. That's the 3rd team foul on the Grizzlies. 4th team foul on the Grizzlies. 4 on Skyview. Isaac Larson comes in. And McDade will sit. Sorensen to Horman. Horman brings it across the timeline. Horman all the way to the rim, miss. Rebound fought for. And it's Josh Jensen with it. Brought him back into the game. Charlie Jensen into Josh Jensen. Oh, nice little pocket pass in there. Denied, but he dropped it. Picks it back up, and the Grizzlies start again. Foul out front is Jace Wright. A little too aggressive. Wright's first.
5th team foul.
That's the 15th foul on the Bobcats. 58-49, Skyview. 35 seconds to play in the third quarter. Nye, 3 on the way, he's got another one. Kevin Nye with 4 threes on the night. And now we've got players on the deck back at the other end. Whistle blows and they're going to call it on Orman. I'm looking at the ball, I hear the whistle and look down court. Horman and one of the Grizzlies are laying on the deck. Did not see what happened, but that's a 16 foul. It'll be free throws the rest of the game for Logan. You can hear the Skyview fans, they don't like it. The official came over and he was pretty adamant about the call. He pointed right at Horman as he ran over to make sure they didn't get too jiggy with it. 10 seconds. 58-52. Henniger, they blitz him. He gets it off to McDade. 3 on the way. Got it! Oh my! Anthony McDade, just before the third quarter buzzer, makes it a 3-point ball game. 58-55. Skyview takes the lead into the fourth.
Emergency room wait times than Mountain Star Healthcare. Text ER to 23,000 for current wait times.
Over the period of time, my hearing became worse and worse.
Over the course of the years, I developed a hearing loss, and I would not be able to hear my employees talk to me sometimes.
For Paul Dayton's and Cache Valley's integrity, his character, his background, his equipment, I would recommend him to anyone for a hearing aid specialist.
Well, what a turn of events here at Skyview. Skyview is outscored 20-14 in that third quarter. They had a 9-point lead at the half. Anthony McDade with his second 3 of the third quarter. Cuts that lead to 3, 58-55. 4 3-pointers in that third quarter for Logan. So that means for the game, they've sunk 8 3-pointers. 24 of their 55 points from beyond the arc. 11 points for McDade. 17 for Jensen. Falslip leads all scorers with 19. Kevin Nye, let's not forget him. He's got 16. .6-0 run to end that quarter for the Grizzlies. Underneath, Parkinson. Make that an 8-0 run to end the third and start the fourth. Parkinson with his first bucket of the second half. It's a 1-point ball game. Skyview with the lead and the ball. Right, out front, Phipps tries the 3, short. Rebounded by Bergeson, he misses. And McDade comes down with it. Logan with a chance to take the lead. They've trailed by as many as 13. 7 minutes to play in the ball game. Skyview with 16 fouls, only 4 on the Grizzlies. Penninger in, and he'll go to the line. He missed the shot. He's getting free throws. Cole Smith with his first. That's the 17th foul on the Bobcats. Penninger's 2 for 2 from the line, now 3 for 3. Penninger with 8. He ties it at 58. 9 for Penninger, and the Grizzlies, with 6:59 to play in the ball game, have come all the way back and now lead Skyview 59-58. Phipps goes to the rim against Jensen, misses, gets his own rebound and scores. Phipps with his first bucket of the second half. He's got 12. Ball's loose, and on a jump ball, Skyview has the arrow. So that's turnover on Logan, turnover number 13. Falsov, I mentioned earlier, 19, he actually has 21 points. Forgot to add in that dunk. (60-59) Skyview. Ferguson out to Smith, now to Phipps with his heels on the three-point line. Misses. Falsov takes away the board. Ferguson miss. Falsov gets the board, and he'll go to the line. No, they're going to say on the floor.
Foul's called on Charles Jensen, his second.
Charlie Jensen racks up number 2. And Falsov came flying in there. Falsov, fade away. Won't go. Josh Jensen with the board. Skyview by 1, 5:50 to play in the game. The Grizzlies play catch with it around the perimeter. Down low, Jensen. Josh Jensen kicks it back out. McDade inside, hits. McDade with 13. He had 3 in the first half. Phipps has it knocked away, picked up by Wright, and a foul on Kevin Nye. Nye went to the floor to get that ball. He ended up in Wright's legs, tripped him up, and that's the foul. That's Nye's third. Penninger will replace Parkinson. DeBoard comes in for Wright. DeBoard, 9 points off the bench, 3 3-pointers in that first half, and Skyview wants to take a timeout, trailing 61-60 with 5:16 to play in this ball game. Well, we mentioned who's up next for each one of these teams. Let's take a look at the remaining schedule for the Valley Channel. Next week, we're back here at Skyview again. The Bobcats, such good hosts, we just can't seem to leave. Don't feed us, we'll never lead. Hey, and this just in, Bear River and Ridgeline are tied at 46 with 6 minutes to go in that ball game. Bear River jumped out on Ridgeline 21-4 to start that game. So Ridgeline's fought back. That one's in Providence. I guess that's Millville. That one's in Millville. So next week we've got Ridgeline here at Skyview. That should be a good ball game. Ridgeline sitting there as one of those teams tied for second in the region. And then on the 8th, we see the Logan Grizzlies again and Ridgeline again as we're at Ridgeline for the Grizzlies against the Riverhawks. The 15th is our final regular season game of the year. Green Canyon at Mountain Crest. And then the first round playoff games are on the 22nd. Those are a home venue. So the top 2 seeds get to play at home. That's going to be one Valley team for sure. If Bear River gets one of those top seeds, we'll do the Valley game. If there's 2 Valley games, we'll pick. We'll try to pick which one looks like the best matchup. Also back to Phipps. Logan in a 2-3 zone. They're not giving them looks from the 3-point line. Phipps didn't score in the third. He's got 4 here in the fourth. 13 overall. Back out to a Skyview 1-point lead. 62-61. 4:45 to play in the ball game. Logan being careful about it. They go down low to Jensen. Phipps reaches in, and a quick whistle and a foul.
Foul is called on Phipps. His second.
For Sam Phipps, he just picked up number 2, and Josh Jensen goes to the free throw line. 1-1 for Jensen, or did they? That was on the catch, so it should be 1-1. It is. Jensen 3 for 3 from the line. Hits the first.
Jensen knocks down the first free throw.
Skyview had the free throw advantage in the first half. Here in the second half, this will be free throw number 8. So the Grizzlies only 4 here in the second half for Skyview as things seem to even themselves out. Down low, Smith finds himself alone and scores. Charlie Jensen has it stripped, and then it goes out of bounds as Jensen tries to get it back. Turnover number 14. Skyview with a 1-point lead in the ball midway through the fourth quarter. 21 for Falslev, he's got the ball. 19 for Josh Jensen for Logan. 16 for Kevin Nye for the Grizzlies. And 13 for Sam Phipps. Well, let's see if he can get 16. Nope, he hesitated. And Logan with a chance to take the lead back as we've seesawed back and forth in this fourth quarter. Logan's been patient on their possessions. .320 to play. Skyview by 1. Parkinson high post. Kicks it back out to McDade. Now he pulls up. Won't go, rebounded by DeBoard. And Nye ties him up. That ball stays here. Oh, they called a foul.
Foul is called on Parkinson, his third.
Parkinson picks up his third.
DeBoard on the line, shooting 1-1.
So free throws for the remainder for both teams, as that was team foul number 7. Parkinson will sit, and Penninger back in for the Grizzlies. Chance for DeBoard to increase that slim lead. Misses.
Charles Jensen with ground rebound for Logan.
Every game we've done here has come down to the last couple of minutes. And this one, no exception. 1 point Skyview lead. Jensen inside. 1 point Logan lead. 21 for Josh Jensen. Falslev finds his man Phipps underneath the whistle before the shot. 1-1 for Phipps. 2:35 to play.
Phipps goes to the line, shooting 1-1.
Misses. A couple of misses here from the free throw line by the Bobcats late in this game. And that's a costly one. As Phipps could have given the lead back. McDade. Oh, he doesn't take the three. Instead, he gets into the paint, scoop it up and miss. Rebound by Phipps, and a foul. Phipps will get a chance to atone for the earlier miss.
Foul on McDade, his third.
McDade got into the lane. He took the shot, but it didn't look like that's what he wanted to do. He got in there, and that was about his only option. And he missed it. Skyview gets it, and they'll go to the line as the Grizzlies foul them. Timeout, Skyview. 2:15 to play in the ballgame. 65-64, Logan. Well, we've done 2 games here at Skyview this season. Skyview's lost both by 2 points. One literally at the buzzer, just a few tenths of a second maybe before the buzzer against Weber. And another one almost at the buzzer against Green Canyon last week. And the Bobcats again finding themselves in a dogfight. Can a Bobcat get a dogfight? Whatever it is, they're in a fight with the Grizzlies. They're down by 1 with 2:15 to play. Mason Falsliff has 21 points. He has not scored here in this 4th quarter. Skyview's only scored 6 points. That can't be right. It is right. Skyview's only scored 6 points in this 4th quarter. Which Logan's only scored 8. Phipps hits. We're tied. He missed a minute ago. The front end of a 1-and-1. He hits both this time, and now Skyview with the 1-point lead. 2 minutes to play in the ballgame. Coach Logan Brown calls out the play. Penninger, they're just leaving Penninger open. He hit a 3 in that first half. Here's Charlie Jensen. Jensen's first bucket of the game. And it gives Logan the lead. Phipps in the paint, misses. Rebound, Charlie Jensen. Ahead to Nye. Nye, up, under, got it! And one! Fouls on Falsliff. 18 for Nye, and a huge free throw. He hits his free throw. It's a 2-possession game with 1:29 to play in the ball game. Nye hits the free throw. 19 for Nye. 1:25 to play in the ball game. Foul on the drive. No basket. Also picked up his second foul earlier.
Foul is on Joshua Jensen, his 4th.
And Josh Jensen just picked up the foul there. Is that who they called it on? No, they called it on Parkinson. That's his 4th. Phipps misses. 4-point lead for Logan. Phipps has 16 points. this one to make it a one-possession game. Misses them both. The Bobcats have missed 4 out of 6 free throws in this fourth quarter. McDade across the timeline, all the way in, kicks it back out to Jensen. Logan can just hold. They don't need to shoot. It's a 2-possession game. They can run as much time as they want. Folsom goes for the steal and fouls him, which is what you want to do. You want to be aggressive and go for the ball. If you foul, you foul. Folsom picks up his third. For McDade, 2 big free throws. Misses the first. It's McDade's first miss from the line. Hits the second. 5-point game. Under a minute. Phipps runs over a Grizzly and a blocking foul called. Nye with his fourth.
Foul is called on Nye, his fourth. Phipps goes to the line, shooting 2.
So Phipps from the line here in this fourth quarter. He shot 5 free throws. He's 2 of 5. Hits that one.
Makes the first free throw.
He's got 17. He could make it a 3-point ball game. He does. 18 for Sam Phipps. Full court pressure as McDade is fouled with 47 seconds to play. Logan leading 71-68. McDade to the line. He's 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He's got 2 coming. Hits the first one. Ice cold, Anthony McDade. He's got 16. He knocks it out of bounds. The possession arrow favors the Grizzlies if there's a jump ball. Smith will replace Horman. 46 seconds and a 5-point Logan lead. They are doubling Mason Falseth. Phipps to the rim, loses it out of bounds. Oh! Bobcats got away with one there. That looked like it went out of bounds off of Phipps. Falseth has not scored in this fourth quarter. They're doubling him, basically saying, you're not going to beat us. We'll let one of these other guys do it. Falseth pulls up, hits! 24 for Falseth. 2-point ball game. I said McDade was cool under pressure on those free throws. If your drink's a little warm, let Mason Falseth hold it for a minute, because that man's ice cold. Ice cold running through his veins. Contested 3, he hasn't scored the whole quarter, and he just launches that up and brings Skyview to within 2. 73-71, 29.9 on the clock. And another good one here at Skyview. McDade's got 16. Jensen with 21. Josh Jensen, that is. Kevin Nye's got 19. For Sam Phipps. He's taken over the scoring load here in the fourth with the way they're defending on Falsliff. McDade into the front court. Clock's running, they're trying to foul him. Falsliff finally catches him. That's 3 on Falsliff.
Foul on Mason Falsliff is 4.
4 on Falsliff. So if they have to keep fouling, it can't be him that does it. So McDade, 2 more coming. Hits the first. Is it 4 in a row? Six out of 7 from the line. This is his 6th free throw in this fourth quarter. This would make it a 2-possession game. Got them both.
McDade makes the 2nd free throw. Timeout, Logan.
He's got 18 points. He had 3 at the half. I told you that this guy can score in bunches. He's one of the smallest guys on the floor at 5'9". But he can get to the rim, he can hit from 3. And he's given the Grizzlies a 4-point lead, 75-71. I'm sure if you're Coach Logan Brown, you're telling your players, okay, make the Bobcats take as long as you possibly can to take a shot with 20.2 seconds on the clock, but don't foul. Don't foul. And make them work for a shot. Not much to remember there, right? Don't give up a 3, don't foul, make them work for a shot. And I'd say when they get the ball, if they get the ball back, they put it back in McDade's hands. See if they continue with what they're trying to do with Falsliff. When they're trying to get the ball in bounds on plays like that, they're doubling Falsliff, basically giving up anybody else, letting them get it in bounds, let somebody else take it. When Falsliff got it with 1, they'll bring help over quickly. And that looks like what they're going to do. You can see him right there, doubling Falsliff. They get it to him anyway. Falsliff to the rack. Falsliff with 26, timeout Skyview. That took 6 seconds. 14 ticks on the clock. And the Grizzlies will inbound. And that's their first item of business. Get it in bounds first. And then make the free throws. It's 2 free throws on any foul for both teams. So they're both over that 10 foul limit. Fouls on the Grizzlies here tonight. 12, 15 on Skyview. It's been pretty even here in the second half. In that first half, it was, I believe it was the foul difference was 10-6. And in this second half, it's been pretty even. It wasn't even 10-6, it was 10-4. All right, Logan's got to get it in bounds. Falsliff is on McDade. They get it in bounds to Nye. And a quick foul. 13 seconds. Nye will go to the free throw line. He's had 1 trip there tonight. He hit that free throw. He's got 19. 23 for Jensen, 18 for McDade, and Nye hits the first. 17 free throws in this second half for Logan. And keep in mind, Skyview's been fouling on purpose here lately. 12 free throws for Skyview. It's a three-point game, and Nye fouled Falslev. He tried to get his own rebound. Falslev had already taken it. So with 12 seconds left, Falslev will go to the line. Nye fouls out with 20 points. So Coach Brown's got 1 minute to make the sub. And Penninger's going to come in for him. Boy, and these teams are going to use all of their timeouts. Logan with a full timeout, leading by 3. And Mason Falslev will be going to the line with the teams retake the floor. Chance to cut it down to a 1-point lead. Skyview led at the half, 44-35. They led at the third quarter break, 58-55. So Logan scored 21 points so far here in this. 21-15, they've outscored Skyview in this fourth quarter. Logan led after one, 22-19. But the big sequence in this ball game was at the end of the third quarter. Nye drilled a 3. Skyview didn't get anything on their possession. And then McDade hit the 3. 81-66, Green Canyon beats Mountain Crest. So this game just got that much bigger for Skyview. You want to keep pace with the Wolves. You got to find a way to win this ball game. Falslev missed it. Left it short. Second one. Missed it. Phipps loses the rebound. Skyview ball. Phipps had the rebound. He ended up falling down. One of the Grizzlies ripped it away from him. So it's still a 3-point ball game. Skyview with the ball. Logan with the lead. Interesting. Logan's going to foul. Instead of giving up a tying three-pointer, they're just going to foul. They're going to put Malik Horman on the line as McDade picks up his 4th. Strategery there from Coach Logan Brown. Horman for 2. Horman with 5. Horman with 6. 1-point game. McDade. They finally foul him. 6.7 seconds. Phipps picks up foul number 3. And McDade. He makes both. The best Skyview could do would be tie. Would be to tie it. $19 for McDade. And the all-important 6 seconds. The all-important second free throw to make it A 3-point ball game. Misses. Rebounded by Folsom. Here we go. For overtime. Won't go, and that's the ball game. Logan pulls the upset. And the Bobcats once again lose. A heartbreker out the buzzer. 26 for Mason Folsom, but he couldn't get the tying shot to go. As McDade with 19, 23 for Josh Jensen, and the Grizzlies get the dramatic win at Skyview. Thanks for joining us. We hope you appreciated and enjoyed the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. We'll see you next time on the Game of the Week.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Mountain Star Cache Valley Hospital. Together, we're greater. Cache Valley Electric, a tradition of excellence since 1915. New Smile Dental, experience dental care. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Lynn's Audio and Video, Cache Valley's specialists. Mountain Valley Heating and Air Conditioning. Give us a call. You'll be glad you did. Herm's Inn, last chance for great food. Discount Tire and Automotive, so much more than a tire store. Four Seasons Apartments and Townhomes is your home. Planet Fitness of Logan, no intimidation and only $10 a month. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 25 years.
Why are we starting to lose our hearing? Is it genetic? Is it environmental? What's happening to us?
There's many things. Genetics can take a part of it. Certain medications, ototoxic drugs, but most of it's just life, living in general. We go to a concert here, we go to a motorcycle rally, we ride a motorcycle, we're exposed to all these loud sounds, loud music, but it all takes a little bit of hearing, a little bit here, a little bit there, and we don't notice it. It's so slowly happening and it's painless, and over time just that little bit compounds, and pretty soon we have a significant hearing loss that's affecting our ability to communicate with our loved ones.
If you are experiencing any kind of problem, be you my age or be you younger, why don't you give Dr. Daines a call here at Cache Valley Hearing? Tell us where we are, Dr. Daines, and how they can get hold of you.
We're at 485 North Main Street in Logan, and you can just give us a call at 435-753-4327. We're at 753-HEAR here.
Okay, well that's a good, that's very apt. Yeah, I should say so. Any kind of hearing loss, and literally, please don't let this feeling of embarrassment or it not being manly or cool, that's a bit dim. You shouldn't be embarrassed about something that is a natural aging process.
It's actually more noticeable when you don't hear and have to have people to repeat themselves.
That's true. And extremely irritating for those around you that are having to repeat it time and time again. Thanks so much, Dr. Daines. And seriously, guys, give Dr. Daines a call. Your hearing problems will be solved. Thanks, Dr. Daines.
Hi, Cache Valley. This is Fernando over the Factory Pizzeria. We're running a special right now. We're giving a free nachos when you buy a large pizza with 3 toppings. Just mention this and you're gonna get a free nachos every time you come. The Factory Pizzeria is located in 119 South Main, below the Gias in the basement. Come see us as soon as you can. Thank you.
So I've always loved sports, and I've always participated in sports, and I've always played, and I think the best part about this job is being able to watch these athletes play, and it's part of my job just to sit there and watch these athletes succeed and play these wonderful sports. I always knew I wanted to work in medicine, and after playing many sports in high school and getting many injuries and having to come back from those injuries, I knew that I wanted to provide that same coverage and provide that same care to other student athletes, because sports is a key part of growing up. So I teach one class, and it's my exercise science sports medicine class, and it also gives the students some college credit, but mostly it gives me another setting to be with my athletes, and I can really get to know them off the field, and I can get to know their personalities. That way when an injury does happen on the field, that I can better take care of them because they know me and they recognize me. You keep people on the court and you keep them on the field, and they're always playing, and I always wanted to be a part of that. I always wanted to be part of the team, and I always wanted to just participate and make sure that everybody who is healthy can stay out there playing a lot longer. So you never want to see anybody actually get hurt, but when it does happen, it's always good to be there, because then we can evaluate to see if it's actually going to be a game changer for them. And most of the time it's not. Most of the time it's just an injury, and then we can actually get them back into play a lot quicker had they just gotten hurt and sat out. And that's what's most important about having us athletic trainers there, is that we can really work on these injuries and get them out a lot faster had they just sat out. Cache Valley Hospital is a great company to work for. They provide so much support for their athletic trainers that it just makes working with these athletes such a breeze. If we ever have any questions, concerns about a certain athlete, we can just call on our support, and the hospital is very, very generous to us here at the school, and it's just a great company, and they help the community, and they care about these athletes as much as we do, and they don't see them every day, but they still care about them, and that makes it such a different dynamic to work with. My job is to prevent injuries from happening, but to also get the athletes back out on the field as quickly as possible after one happens, and that's what Cache Valley Hospital is all about.
Today means something different. Some use beef frozen from far away. But Wendy's believes the juiciest hamburgers are made from fresh beef, raised right here. Land of the beef, home of the deliciously different Dave's Double.